Welcome to Cornell Marine Program's Digital Learning Podcast. This month, we created a mini-series focusing on Marine Program projects from 2021. For our final segment of the year in review, I have some special short video clips from last year that I think are cool. The Cornell Marine staff working on the water and sometimes in the water see some amazing sights at times. I can't wait to show you the dolphin footage and the crazy, and I mean crazy, spider crab footage. So let's see if Mr. C is ready. I told him I have some special video clips that he'll enjoy. Hey, Mr. C, you ready?
Yeah, hi, Rory. Yeah, you told me you had a special videos you want to show me today, so I thought I'd decide and relax and eat some popcorn, while you show me the videos.
I love popcorn too. It works for me. We had the same thought process.
Yeah, I have seen dolphins many times in the past, and your spider crab tease really has piqued my curiosity.
Okay, but we're going to wait a little bit till the end of the show for the dolphin and the spider crab video. I first want to show you a Marine Minute Monday clip from February of 2021, showing how the shellfish hatchery starts the new year. Hi, I'm Rory McNish, and this is another Marine Minute Monday. Things start to get really exciting around our shellfish hatcheries at this time of year. Our aquaculture team has been working hard to produce all the algae required to feed the millions of larval shellfish we are about to start welcoming into our tanks and prep everything for their arrival. As you can see by this time lapse of the first month of a clam, they grow quickly, and all that growth requires a lot of food, a lot of care, and a lot of space as they mature and get ready to live their lives in open water. Follow along every Thursday for our aquaculture takeovers to learn about all that goes into producing, caring for, and ultimately releasing all of these amazing filter feeders back to our bays. This has been a Marine Minute Monday produced by Cornell Cooperative Extension Marine Program.
Yeah, Rory, I just love going to the hatchery and seeing the bubbling green and brown tubes, with all the algae in it. It looks so, cutting edge, scientific, like a mad scientist lab.
Yeah, the Cornell hatcheries are where my spat oysters started.
Yes, I know you love to eat your oysters on the grill. Hey, have you ever made popcorn on the grill?
No, never popcorn. However, I air cook popcorn shrimp, but that's not a local seafood. Speaking of seafood, my next clip is from the fisheries team. They produce and promote fish recipes. This year, again, promoting eating local, underutilized fish and sustainable fish species.
Welcome to Cornell Cooperative Extension's Choose Local Fish, Local Seafood Cooking Demonstration videos. By choosing locally harvested seafood, you can be sure your food is fresh, indigenous, sustainable, and healthy. Choosing local seafood is more important than ever right now as the recent pandemic changes life as we know it. Consumers are being forced to change the way they shop, cook, and eat, making this an opportune time to increase awareness, interest, and demand for locally harvested fish and shellfish as opposed to imported species. Choosing local seafood ensures that your food meets the highest standards for safety, freshness, and sustainability. Your purchase supports the local economy and fishing communities left reeling from the effects of the pandemic. In the following videos, Cornell Cooperative Extension has partnered with culinary nutritionist Stephanie Sachs to demonstrate to you how to cook 11 recipes using local seafood. Get ready to explore new, healthy, and simple ways of cooking well-known local fish, and also get adventurous with new flavors and textures of some lesser known but just as delicious local fish.
Hey, Rory, you're making me hungry. Can I see the dolphin and spider crab video now, please?
Almost. I want to show you just one more video on the Flupsy system in Northport Harbor.
This is a great project that Trustee Mercy Smith started, and it's now coming to fruition, but through a lot of help, through the county, through Doc Spencer's office, the Huntington Town Board, the Harbor Master's office, and the Northport Chamber of Commerce, and The John Engman Theater is an example of local businesses that have stepped up and really helped this project come to fruition. And especially the support that was able to be brought in by all the residents, because that's where, that's the groundswell that was needed to support all these different municipalities and organizations to make this happen with Cornell Cooperative Extension.
When I first joined Northport Village as a trustee, I was asked to chair the 125th Anniversary Committee. And when a collaboration of individuals, including businesses, residents, not-for-profits, all these folks came together, and we had about 35 individuals that joined the committee to celebrate back in 2019. Those individuals decided that they actually didn't want to be party planners. They actually wanted to create some type of way to give back that would not only give back in an immediate sense, but give back for generations to come. They wanted to reestablish the shellfish population, and they wanted to provide awareness and an opportunity to educate not only residents in the community, but our children. And those were really the three primary goals. And to really restore Northport Harbor to its natural state of wellness.
She had actually connected with the Director of Maritime Services for Huntington because she was interested in trying to create some programs that were giving back to Northport and helping to clean the water. And through their conversation somehow, he told her about the shellfish grow-out program that we had at Huntington. He got the two of us together. We had a meeting at Northport Village Hall with my supervisor, Matt Sclafani, Mercy, the Maritime Director, and we kind of talked about hearing her what she was interested in doing and what we had the capabilities of doing. And so what we ended up deciding was that we would create a similar program where we would bring flupsies to Northport and raise shellfish there, hire some high school students that were local, as well as trying to hire someone to run the program that I would teach and train to also be from Northport, trying to keep everything part of the village program.
So I reached out to, Supervisor Chad Lupinacci at the time and his team, and Mayor Damon McMullen and I met with their team, and they actually recommended that we coordinate with Barry from Cornell, and we were able to come up with a plan to replicate what they do at Gold Star here at Northport.
The FLUPSY is actually an acronym for a floating upweller system. And what that means is water is being drawn up through the bottom of these FLUPSY boxes. And at the bottom of those boxes, the shellfish, that's where the shellfish sit, and there's different size mesh on the bottom. So water is actually sucked up through the bottom of those and out through the top. The water then pours into the central trough that has an ice eater motor in it that's pushing water out of the trough. So that's what's creating the vacuum lift. And the idea of that is water filled with nutrients and algae is constantly being pulled over the shellfish, and it's allowing them to feed as their filter feeders. So they're cleaning the water, pulling out the algae, and that's what allows them to grow a little faster than they would if they were in nature.
It's just great every day coming down here, right? The standout thing was the support it got from the town. Maybe that might be a little bit corny, but everybody was so interested in doing it. They were supportive. The highway department, anytime I had any problem, they were down here in a second to help us out. Everybody always had questions. We had a Saturday where, again, the Northport Native Guard, they helped raising money for the docks to bring it in. So anybody who donated was able to come down and ask questions. So we put up the tent one Saturday to have people, kind of like an open house for people to come down. But just the enthusiasm everybody had for it.
One of the reasons why I'm really excited about this project is because there's so many different facets, whether it's the educational part or the Bayman's harvesting part, or whether it's the clean water part. It's just a program that offers so much variety, and it's so good for the community. We should all get behind it.
What I think is most important is connecting with various villages or other not-for-profit organizations, or even community members, like targeting, working with yacht clubs and stuff like that. If we have the means to provide the mechanisms for people to be out there helping, well, now we can be doing a lot more as a big group, as getting all these different communities involved. now we can really start making a bigger difference. So I think it's really all about these additional connections and fostering these relationships that will help in the future of expanding things and trying to improve everything that we can as best to our ability.
We all live and work and play on this harbor, and it's our responsibility to care for it and take care of it and ensure that it's here for generations to come.
That's wonderful, that Northport town is really doing that. It really makes me realize, how important shellfish are as filter feeders.
Okay, Mark, now you've been really patient. So here's the dolphin video. Last week, while monitoring for the Unified Water Study in the Huntington Northport Bay Complex, Cornell Cooperative Extension Marine Program staff witnessed something spectacular. We estimate that there were at least 50 bottlenose dolphins in Northport Bay. The team saw them hunting for snapper, which are baby bluefish, and bunker, also known as Atlantic menhaden. These fish swim in large schools throughout our local waters, helping fuel our marine ecosystems. If you look closely, you can see the bottlenose dolphins slapping the surface with their tails to stun the fish, making them an easy meal. This sighting is an extremely rare event. Throughout the summer months, boaters and beachgoers are likely to see dolphins along the coastline of the Atlantic Ocean, playing in the waves or swimming by in large pods. However, witnessing a pod of 50 or more bottlenose dolphins playing, hunting, and with at least 2 calves alongside is a wonderful sign of a healthy ecosystem. These dolphins were most likely hanging out in Northport Bay because of food. If there are delicious schools of fish, they will follow. You never know where this pod of dolphins might be next. Keep your eyes out and please be respectful of their home.
Yes. When I was in Gloucester, we would see a different species of dolphins, called white-sided dolphins, when we're out on Stellwagen Bank, looking for humpback whales.
All right, Mr. C. This final clip was filmed by Scott Hughes, a coworker, and it shows some of that crazy behavior of spider crabs.
That's crazy. I've never, ever seen anything like that. Why do spider crabs do that, Roy? You have an idea?
I have no idea.
Well, actually, I did call Scott, and he's the person who took this video.
Yeah.
So I asked him, if he knew, and he said, well, scientists, really don't know for sure why spider crabs do this, but they think it might have something to do with molting.
Okay.
When crabs molt, they get a soft shell after they lose their old hard shell. And when they're in their soft shell phase, they're easily, eaten by predators. So if they're in a big group like that, it's the less chance of you being eaten instead of somebody else being eaten. It's like a bowl of popcorn.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Now, there's so many unique sea creatures in our local waters. It's unbelievable.
Hey, this popcorn's pretty good, Roy.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Roy. Actually, that was a great way to end the year in review with all those films you showed.
No, thank you, Mr. C. It's always fun working with you. So keep checking back to the Marine Program YouTube channel. We have so many more stories to bring you in this new year. So see you all soon.